Today is one of those cozy days that I am finally getting my baby seedlings out into the world. So go ahead and spend a day with me because it's going to be amazing to transform and get the ball rolling so that the kitchen garden is flourishing soon enough. I'm gonna start by laying everything out. Yesterday I finished the flowers on the pollinator garden, so the whole goal today is to get my kitchen garden all done. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna lay out, and I did a sketch that gave an idea of what I do and I put it on repeat. Sorry, the wind is blowing and the camera is really moving. Okay, I'm getting low so that the wind won't be blowing so badly. But I did a sketch on a previous video that I'll link below where I show how I sort of repeat the same thing on all my beds, but then I insert some flowers and herbs and things to give it personalities. So let's get going and start laying it out so you can take a look. I have too many charts on that bed, so I think I'm going to remove one of them and place it in a different bed or a pot probably, because they're so beautiful. It's the red ruby chard. They're stunning, but they're perennials and they keep growing and growing, so I have 3 of them in the same area. Too much, so I'm going to switch it. Look how beautiful this dill grew. It is so happy. I'm gonna put a couple of those and a couple of this cilantro. Okay, so here is what I did. I have the lettuces. So I had red merlot and a green lettuce. And this I'm gonna remove because it grows really large. And I'm gonna place it on the other bed, which is really a planter that my husband built on the patio. And then I have some pansies to give color to this area. And then I'm gonna put a cilantro here and another herb, another cilantro here. I have it right here. And then I'm adding a couple of pansies also right next to it. So that's gonna be the layout here. And then on this corner I have this right here, which is the chard. I'm gonna place the dill on this corner and a snapdragon that will grow vertical there, and one that will grow to spill down on this corner. And then the same thing on this side, except I'm adding a Russian kale and then the dill back there. And then I'm placing the snapdragon on this side here. One of the trellises is gonna get this piece, and these are the golden peas. So I think this will work. So I'm gonna start with this bed and then I will go to the round beds after. I'm gonna add a little bit of compost in this area because there's a big hole. Yeti cool. I don't know how I'll put it in the screen so you can see it. I think it'll look much nicer and it's delicious next to the red Merlot. So I'm gonna put a little bit back and then the Merlot a little bit forward, like that. And then I have, oh wait, these are Cabbage Express. These are the wrong ones. I have to get the right ones. This is what I meant, the kohlrabi is what I want to grow there. The other one was cabbage, red cabbage. I don't want to grow that. It would take too much space. I'm gonna place them pretty tight, but I think it'll be okay. So yeah, I think that's better. And then I have some pansies that are really small, more like a viola, that I'm gonna put in between after I plant all this. I'm gonna use Biotone to start. I started most of these seedlings indoors back in February and the end of February also. Just dreaming of this moment has been in my mind nonstop. There's just something so magical about just these tiny starts and giving them a real home outside. And you know what? You don't need to have a big yard. Even a couple of raised garden beds and a little cozy corner can give you so much food and flowers and joy than you could ever imagine. I'm gonna mix it all up and have a little food, a little bit of color, and just a lot of drinks packed into a tiny space. Let's talk a few more over here. I feel like I'm planting this big promise everywhere. Like, I just imagine what it's gonna look like in just a few weeks. It just changes so quickly, especially salad greens. They just grow so quickly. I love that about spring. This is the main reason I like to be organized, because it goes pretty quickly and I don't need to be in the middle of chaos, so it just helps me relax and enjoy what I'm doing versus trying to figure out what am I using, what am I putting here, where is this, where is that. I don't know, for me, so much more relaxing. I think it's the reason that I use a garden planner and keep notes, because it makes the whole thing much more pleasurable sort of experience. There's nothing wrong. Whatever you do in the garden experience is whatever fits the way that you want to live, and whether it's chaotic or in the middle, which I think I'm a little in the middle but a little into organized. I think everybody, just as long as you get in touch with what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. But I am curious, which type of gardener are you? I have these that I grew on this. If you follow what I did to grow them from seed, so I'm just taking out some of them, and they have a nice root, so I'm going to add them right in between the larger pansies, the larger flower pansies, so it's like a texture in front of the lettuce. I'm gonna do 3 of them, one more here. Trying to get it all the way from the root below. Little biotone. And that's it. And that will be a nice contrast. These are larger, different colors. And then these are violas, which are edible. But I have put vegetable fertilizer in here. I'm not gonna do any flower because the vegetables, that's a lot of what they do, is they encourage flowering so that they can pollinate and create a veggie for you. So I think I'm going to just leave what was there before, and then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit more maybe on the top in a week or so, but for now I think this has plenty of nutrients. So I will just water and then we'll see this get going. I laid these out. I have the Merlot lettuce, Jericule. I have one on this side because I have a chard that's there. Another Merlot there, so opposite. And then I have pansies. I have a larger pansy with a larger flower and a snapdragon that I'm gonna lay sideways so it spills. And then I'm gonna fill this up with violas here. And I did this one more or less the same, except over there I have a parsley, which is beautiful, so I don't want to remove it. And I have the same sort of concept on this. The only difference is I have one golden pea because one of them died, so I'm gonna just do one. It should be sufficient. And on this one I'm gonna do 2 golden peas that will come up this trellis. So I think this is the layout I'm going with, and it is more or less the same concept as I did over there. I may add a cilantro, but I'm thinking that this gets quite a bit of sun. Maybe I'll put the cilantro on the entry garden because it gets a little more shade. This morning, I woke up thinking about how we're all just quietly trying to build a life we love. It's never perfect or flashy. I just want something that is soft and real. Honestly, it's the little things lately that I appreciate. Today is feeling like a real victory to me. If you don't know me, my name is Melba, and I love to garden in my tiny suburban garden. I love to garden because it literally just gave me so much purpose when I needed it. I do have a free mindset reset planner that is the principles of what I've used to help me get through the days where it was tough to get through and keep me focused. So if you would like to get it, it's on the link below, and it will help you reset and become motivated and inspired to pursue what you like to do. And just like that, the garden is already taking shape. It may feel overwhelming, but just one plant at a time. Enjoy the process of planting and watching it grow. It is extremely rewarding. I went ahead and put a piece of bamboo right here and another one here so I can tie the pea and start getting it to train going up. I'm gonna just tie it with a twine, not too hard. And then There's another little one here. They're not looking the best, but I promise they'll do fine. I hope. This is just the beginning. I'd love for you to keep planting and dreaming along with me. Check out the rest of the seasonal gardening series. It's where the magic really starts to show up. I think this will work good. I think they'll climb right up and then attach themselves to the trellis. Here's what I planted yesterday. It's doing pretty good. It looks a lot better than it did yesterday. It's not so in shock, so I'm happy. It's doing pretty good. And here's the other one. Remember, those pansies were pretty much dead. I think it would make it, but look how beautiful is that. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'll take a break and then I think I may start on the planter. Not sure, but I'll show you that on another video. I promise I will show every step that I take, everything that I plant, so that you know how I turn this little tiny garden into my little oasis. Keep growing for your mind, body, and soul.